All right, we have some of Dartmouth's senior leaders. We have senior alternate captain Cam MacDonald. We have senior captain Tucker McRae, senior alternate captain Alex Krause, and head coach Reid Cashman. Coach, we'll start with just some thoughts from you.
Congratulations to Wisconsin, Mike Hastings, his staff. Best of luck on Saturday to versus Michigan State. Appreciate Holy Cross and everybody here at the DCU Center. Want to thank our leadership at Dartmouth and the support we get. President Bylock was at the game tonight. Some of her leadership group, Mike Harity, our athletic director, some of his leadership group, Garrett Overlock and Dan Stribman, who run our alumni group, who we would not be here without any of those three groups and the support they give us. And then finally, I want to thank these three guys up here, and along with Mikey Roberts, and for everything they've done for our program. They have completely changed the trajectory of Dartmouth hockey. They've changed the way Hanover looks at Dartmouth hockey. They've changed the way ECAC looks at Dartmouth hockey, and they've changed the way the national landscape looks at Dartmouth hockey. And so, from the bottom of my heart and my coaching staff's heart, we want to thank our senior class. I love you guys and so appreciative.
Do you have any questions for the student athletes? Josh.
Cam, Josh, Seguin College Hockey News. What was Wisconsin doing with you guys? Obviously, they were shutting you down pretty hard. But what were they doing?
Yeah, I think their transition game was just really strong tonight. We fed into it a bit too much. We didn't make their D turn nearly enough. They're a really talented group. We knew that going in. We pre-scouted that, and I think we failed to execute on getting to our forechecks enough, getting enough sustained ozone time, and really executing there.
Brendan Locke, Everything College Hockey. If each of you guys could give an answer, what do you guys hope in 3, 4, 5 years, if you come back to Dartmouth under Coach Cashman, what do you hope you see with Dartmouth hockey in the future?
I think with the quality of guys that are coming through this program, with the classes that we have in right now, I think we've just raised and set a new standard for Dartmouth hockey, and coming back 4 or 5 years down the road, just to see that continued growth of not only the team but the individuals on the team, and if we're able to come back and see that in 5 years, I couldn't be more proud.
Yeah, I'll add on to that. I think just the love for Dartmouth hockey and the buy-in to the way that we play would be great to see that continue. We had 4 years of growth, and to see 5, 6, 7 and just keep stacking it would be awesome. And I think inevitably it'll turn into our program, coming back to national tournaments and winning conference championships. So that love and that buy-in to Dartmouth hockey would be great.
Yeah, just to build on Krauser's point there, I think that love for Dartmouth hockey and the love for each other. I've never been on a closer hockey team or a group of guys than what's in that locker room right there. And I think that's very intentional from day one of training camp, how guys treat each other, how we hold each other to the same very high standard of excellence on the ice, in the classroom, in our community. I hope to be able to see that when I come back.
Alex Hall, New Hampshire Union Leader. Kind of going off of that, just for each of you, what did it mean to be part of the team that brought Dartmouth back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1980?
I can start here. I think it's obviously it's been unbelievable, the support we've gotten from alums. To see these guys come back out, I think has been huge for this program. To have their support, to have the support of the local community, I think really without their support we wouldn't be where we are today. But it's just, again, how close this team is. It's just so special. Really, the accolades don't describe it. It's really more of a testament to how close this group is and how much every guy loves and cares for each other, and I think that's really what makes it special.
I'll add on to that. It's so special. And it's not just a Friday, Saturday night thing. I mean, we built this thing. Our 23 wins came from the Monday to Thursday. That led into the weekends. And just so special to go through those Monday to Thursdays, week in and week out. And then seeing the success when you got 27 guys all on the same agenda, just so special.
Yeah, just to build on Krause's point there, Monday through Thursday our work, and I think for me, I look back at that freshman spring after we won five games that year, and the buy-in that we had with that original group, and how we knew that we were capable of special, and we didn't just turn it around. We made Lake Placid that year. We had a much better year, but it means that much to this program that we believed in something. We knew we could do something and turn this team into a national contender. And to see the community be able to buy into that, and to be able to reward them for supporting us all those years when we were 5 wins, when we were 7 wins, it's really special, and it's something that I think this group's going to continue to enjoy.
Can do one more for the student athletes if there is one. Dan in the back.
Guys, a couple months ago, I asked you guys each what your favorite memory was at Dartmouth. A few months later, what's your favorite memory?
I think this year it's got to be lifting the White Law Club. I think that was a pretty special moment to see kind of our season come together like that, and to just hug the guys, and just to see how excited everyone was, to see how excited all the parents were when we came upstairs with the trophy, just to see how that celebration came together. I think that was just a special moment for all of us.
Same here.
Yeah, just one other thing is, we've been to Lake Placid. That was our 3rd time in a row, and each year we go there. We try to practice there once during the season. You look up in the stands, and there's, of course, everyone's banner of the years they've won, and to see Dartmouth's jersey empty from our freshman year, we were hungry for it every year, and each year it became more, and we wanted it more, and to be able to achieve that is definitely something special this group's always going to remember.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any questions for Coach? Questions for Coach up front?
Coach John Doyle from USCHO, congratulations on a great season. It seemed like Wisconsin was really preventing you guys from making a sustained attack tonight. What were they doing anything that was particularly frustrating for you guys?
Yeah, I think everything they were doing was frustrating. We could not get inside the dots in the offensive zone. I thought we actually had some pretty good forechecks in the first period and turned some pucks over, but kind of the layers that they had, they blocked a good amount of shots. We needed to sustain. We needed to make that goalie uncomfortable. We needed some second and third opportunities, and it's a credit to them. To me, that looked like the team that went into Penn State and swept at the end of the year. Not so much the team that played versus Ohio State, and it looked like a team that had 12 really good days of practice. So we needed to be better, certainly, but it wasn't a lack of desire by our group. They made it, like I said, we didn't get those second and third opportunities, and we did not get inside the dots nearly enough.
Reid, I guess power play wise, just how did you feel about the chances and just that aspect of the game?
Yeah, power play, if you looked at our year, about 95% of it, you're going to be really happy with our group, and our power play's been not to the standard it needed to be. Now in the playoffs, we've put together a little bit of a run there, scored some big goals versus Colgate, went 3 for 7 versus Colgate, scored a power play goal versus Princeton. But overall, just lacked consistency, and that's on me as a coach. We have too much talent. These kids care too much for our power play not to be better. And you don't need to score everyone, but you need to create momentum. And in these sort of games, like usually if you win special teams, you win. And we had, obviously they scored on theirs, but to get those three and not to generate momentum on that is a huge disappointment and a huge failure on my part.
Other questions for Coach? Go you again. Yep.
And I guess just on the season, just what do you feel like this season will do for the program going forward, and just anything that stands out about what you were able to do this year?
That roster we had tonight, those guys all committed to us when we either hadn't played yet during COVID, or 7 wins, or 5 wins. Like Stavroff, Cleaves, Foley, like our top guys, they all committed when we had 5 wins. And, we're making phone calls all year, but we're gonna make lots of phone calls, and now we get to tell kids, hey, it's not just we think we can. There's a vision of us being a championship program. We can go to the NCAA tournament. We can win the ECAC. We can have we had 2 juniors on this that would have been seniors, or sorry, 3 would-be seniors sign NHL deals. Like, you can come to Dartmouth, you can sign NHL contracts, you can win championships. We have a $35 million renovation that's gonna open next fall. All of it is underneath, except for a scoreboard. New weight room, new hydrotherapy, new nutrition room. There's a commitment from the top down to make Dartmouth hockey not just have 1 year, but sustain. This has been a plan to have sustained success. Now we've gotten success. Like, this is success. What we did this year is success. Even what we did last year was success. Now it's on me to sustain it, but we have the resources. So it changes the trajectory. It raises the standard. It'll force me to become a better coach. It'll force our program to keep going. But I'm so proud that we've had 1 transfer in 6 years. Like, our kids love Dartmouth. We got some unbelievable kids that want to see this thing through, and I'm walking out here proud, full of gratitude, but there'll be a little chip on our shoulder. Like, Wisconsin earned the win, but we're capable of winning games in the NCAA tournament. This wasn't we met our goal and all good, and we were the 35th in the MPI, and we went on a run to win the tournament. Like, we were 6th. Our body of work, I'm so proud of it, and now, hey, can we sustain it? So, really, really proud to be the head coach at Dartmouth, and really excited about the future of the program.
Can do one more if there is one. All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.